Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Guardian Druid in Dragonflight Season 2. In this episode, we're going to do two 20 keys, so it may be a little bit longer than the other episodes. We're going to start things off with a 20 Freehold. I'm going to try and get into a random group. I'm going to re-roll my key if we time it, and then we're going to go and do my key if I get something that I haven't already done. I'm going to use my Incarnation right before the dungeon starts because it resets the cooldown, and I get to keep the 30-second buff, which is sweet. Wait until about 2 seconds in, then we walk forward. That'll send these guys going down the stairs. We can get started. Okay. Need to keep in mind that I have to make sure I stay alive here, obviously, but also keep the thingy thing in mind. The Sanguine. 1.3 million Sanguine healing. Need to move the mobs faster. They're dying so fast, I wasn't ready for it. Just gonna leave that down there. I'm gonna head up here. Do my little jump. We'll grab these guys and we'll head behind the wall here, because that way we can line of sight. Somehow we pulled a big group behind us there. We're gonna try and salvage this situation. Try and interrupt that and move them out of this. We're still trying to line of sight these guys that are shooting at us. Okay, I think we're sort of kind of salvaging it. Need to move these guys, make sure they're not standing in Sanguine. I don't want Sanguine to die on the guys that shoot. That would really suck. DPS should stop there. Enforcer's moving. Trying to finish off these guys. Okay, that'll kill that. There we go. It was a bit intense there for a second because I had to focus on the Sanguine positioning. Anyway, what I ended up using at the end there was whatchamacallits, Ursol's Vortex, because one person pushed them, so I used Ursol's Vortex to direct where they end up, because I knew that it would end up on outside of the edge of Ursol's Vortex. Getting my ass kicked. Need to soothe one of these puppies. Moving everything. Gonna keep kiting. Make sure nothing dies. And it leaves a Sanguine pool on top of any of the enforcers because they do this long cast that can't be interrupted and you can't move them or anything like that. Okay, we recovered. Even though we pulled extra shit, we recovered. This is, by the way, a meta comp. It's just instead of Fire Mage, we have it's an enhancement shaman. That's kind of what people have been going when they don't have a fire mage. So this should be a relatively easy run. Okay. We are using, I use my thingy thing, my Nature's Vigil, to keep people topped up. Because in P1, Sky Captain Crag actually shoots 3 times random, targets someone random, and shoots 3 times. Or each shot can hit a different person. That was pretty bad because we had multiple people get hit by that. Interrupt this. So he does a cone, and you never want to be 2 people getting hit in 1 cone. Like that. Like, this was good. This is good spread out. These 2 are a bit questionable. Like, the paladin should be standing over there so that if he targets the paladin, it doesn't shoot anyone else in the back. Oh, that would be my messenger sound on my browser, which I forgot to turn off. Sorry about that. You probably checked your phone. Okay. So far so good. Very tank and spank for me. This guy's baiting the thing perfectly, like the zones. We got double hit again because the paladin is not standing on the other side. We're gonna interrupt that. Bird is going through the middle. The reason I keep him here, by the way, in P1 is because if he gets off the bird here, the bird goes over there and then goes through the middle every single time. Makes it very predictable, very easy, and your group doesn't have to do anything to protect itself from it. Alright, we don't really have a way to reset this, so I'm just going to pull this and keep going. I'm not going to stop. Keep a Moonfire on it, keep some Thrashes on it, and keep moving. People can keep DPSing it. I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to actually use one of my Frenzied Regions to top myself off. People keep hitting it instead of just coming with me. I'll keep staying in range then. I couldn't keep aggro with just Moonfire because the Raze build doesn't have any extra arcane damage or anything like that. You should have just kept hitting it and dragging it to this group. Okay, get started with this group. I'm gonna use Incarnation here, no reason not to. I want to get it on cooldown so I can start using it. I'm going to use Interrupt to make sure that charge goes away because we can interrupt the Duelist with CC. Incarnation was probably the wrong call here. I should have kept it for the next pull because this is just dropping very, very quickly. I shouldn't have started backpedaling there. Shit wasn't dying yet. Now I should start backpedaling. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that actually sets up this pull quite nicely. Use Rage of the Sleeper. Just looking for an interrupt on the Brian scale here, like so. Okay. Some Arc Skin action. Looking at health bars, making sure that when things get low, I immediately use a start backpedaling, like so. That knock-up was questionable at best, but no biggie. Okay, again with a questionable knock-up. It's not necessary, I can just... Ooh, our evoker friend got caught in a trap because he wasn't paying attention. And I'm not paying attention to killing these guys off. While these guys are grouped like this, I'm going to go ahead and get started by pulling them. Arc Skin here. And use Nature's Vigil. Okay, looking at an interrupt on this, I'm going to do it. Capacitating Roar. Rage of the Sleeper. Need some Iron Fur. Oh, I'm not paying attention to them dying. Somebody should kick that. We have quicks available. Somebody should kick that. There we go. The Evoker kicked it eventually. People need to stop using CC right as things are dying. I got hit by a bunch of stuff all at once there as I was kiting. I'm gonna knock them back. I don't know who keeps up, like, stop knocking them up while they're dying. Remove the enrage on that guy. Yeah, there was a lot of Sanguine healing there. 7 million Sanguine healing because somebody keeps using the fucking knock-up whenever shit's about to die. Okay, we're gonna go in, Incarnation, and go to town on these guys. Okay, she is jumping in 2, 1. She's jumping near, so it's very easy. We have a deckhand joining us. Could not kite the bosses into the green swirly, but I can get them into this green swirly, like so. Okay, Hand of Freedom used. Never mind, somebody just nuked the barrel, it looks like. Okay, unfortunately that guy's gonna get the buff from the little blue swirly. She's jumping in 3, 2, 1, giving people movement speed. So hopefully nobody hits the swabby. Somebody did hit the swabby. Gonna keep them in the green circle. The green circle will be doing some damage for us here. I'm gonna move them out of the blue circle. That guy's rooted himself, so I can't really do much about it. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the swabby's health to make sure that I knock him away with my Typhoon when things get hairy. Or when he gets low, I should say. Like now. Okay, it worked out, it worked out. It wasn't perfect, but it worked out. I stood in shit and used one of my Frenzied Regions here to top myself off. She's casting, so I can't move her out of that. By that, I meant the blue circle. I'm gonna try and move this guy into the green swirly. There we go. Did I get hit by it? No, I'm just going low. Slowly move him around, or move myself to stand in the circle so the boss doesn't. Very nice. Barrel slam going down. When he gets very low, I'll go and I'll pull the next group. Trying to grab the buff. Barrel on this guy. Okay. I got hit by the barrel. I stood on top of the guy who was getting hit by it, and I tanked the barrel. That way I can actually just oh, I didn't have time to pull the next trash group, but we're gonna get going to the next group. Anyway, I got hit by the barrel and I could shapeshift out of the barrel, so it's like completely easy mode. We're gonna be able to skip some trash because of the butt pull at the beginning, so we're doing quite well on that front. The Evoker keeps CCing things. At least he's using his CC when they're not low on health, so he's not gonna force things to stand and random crap. Come on, dude. I need some healing. There was no healing happening there. Oh, we have an extra pull. I can't grab aggro because I died, so all the aggro is on this guy. I don't have taunt available. Bark's getting here. Okay, slowly but surely. We're gonna knock everything back so it doesn't die on top of the pressure. Yeah, I just wasn't getting much healing there. I'm not sure if I did something wrong. I mean, I probably should have used some kind of cooldown. Just keeping the crusher moving so it doesn't stop in a whatchamacallits. Sanguine. I'm not sure how I died there, to be completely honest. Like, I just dropped like a rock very, very quickly. Probably just should have used Incarnation, I guess, but it was a relatively small pull, so I don't know why I went down. I'll look at the video and I'll probably figure it out pretty quick. Well, I have Incarnation available and Survival Instincts, so we're gonna pull everything here. Okay. Patrol underneath, just path the way, so I don't have to worry about them. Some casts, I'm gonna use my thing. Looking at the guy, never mind, I don't have to look at him anymore. Things are slowly dying. I'm gonna knock everything back and move this way. I mocked everything back because there were pools over there and they would have pathed towards me while I was kiting. And the casters would have stayed. Somebody needs to trigger the RP. Like so. I'm just gonna keep kiting because of the Sanguine. Need more Iron Fur. Okay, big guy isn't standing in Sanguine. He's now standing in Sanguine. Moving things. Keep moving things. Bit hectic. Sanguine makes easy dungeons really hard sometimes. When your tank doesn't know what to do about it, which is the current situation that we're going through. Okay, when this gets low, I'll knock it back that way, like so. Just need people to actually finish off low NPCs. There we go. Very nice. We still need more percentage, so we're gonna pull these guys. And we're going to pull... What do I pull? What do I pull? I need to pull some fucking hit points out of nowhere. Interrupt the frost thing. Blind Rage I can soothe. There we go. As the name implies, it is a rage. Those knockups are really fucking me in the ass this entire dungeon. Along with some other things. There's a lot of things putting it up my butthole. Okay, I'm gonna stop and talk to the Evoker here for a second. As soon as I grab this pig. Let me grab that pig. 78% plus 2, that should be enough to clear the dungeon, so we should be good. Please stop knocking things up as they're about to die. They keep standing in Sanguine. Yeah, because the Evoker keeps doing that. With the, what's his face? With this guy, we're going to get 4%. With 4 more percent, we are going to be at 72. 72 is enough to actually clear just a few things. Sorry, my brain's farting, so I'm going to stop here for a second and think what I wanted to say. With 72%, we can kill just the patrol. Ooh, with just the patrol and 2 pulls, instead of having to do all 3 pulls and the patrol. So 72% is like the sweet spot right here. Just gonna keep this in consecration if I can, like so, and I can. That's good. You never want to stand in the center here, by the way, because you're just gonna have shells coming through and kicking your ass. That's very nice. Yeah, hopefully the Evoker takes it to heart. Like, I get that upheaval is like a big thing for you, or whatever. Like, that's your good chunk of your damage, but please just stop using upheaval when things are dying on Sanguine Week. I don't care when you use it on other weeks, I guess, but for Sanguine, please, for the love of God, don't knock things up as they're about to die, because then the mobs that are still alive after the few ones die sit in Sanguine. And Bloodlust here, I'm going to pop all my offensive cooldowns, which is Incarnation and Heart of the Wild. And then we're just mashing. Use Iron for a bit, may as well. Not that I really need to here, but we should be fine using it. Have plenty of rage thanks to my Incarnation. I'm keeping him close to these pools because that way melee has somewhere to put the other shark that comes in. Okay. Gonna drag him back to the pools so everyone is near pools. There's a pool here for the range shark. There we go. Plenty of pools. Okay. Also making sure not to stand between him and the shark, because when he charges to the shark he does damage. On very high keys, like, you know, 25s or whatever, that will actually one-shot you. On a 20 it won't. Well, depends on your gear, obviously. But on a 20 it should not one-shot you, unless you're very under-geared. Okay, again, keeping the boss near some pools so that if a shark goes on melee, the melee can still kite that into the pools. Here we go. No sharks out currently. He's didn't even toss a shark, he just started spinning. My man's spinning. Pulling a Beyblade on us. Okay, there we go. Melee making use of these pools I'm keeping him near. Make him come to me. On top of that, he got picked up. We're going to stay near this pool. This pool is about to be used up. Oh, nope. I stood in the charge. Whoopsie. Doesn't matter as a tank too much, but ideally you wouldn't get hit by it, because you can sometimes, if he does the charge and knocks you out of the arena, you could get killed by these guys that throw food at you, which is pretty annoying, because he does knock you back quite a bit. Okay, so now we can pull the first group right at the end of this, the patrol, and then the next pull will be the ones before the boss. We have some cooldowns. Yeah, we have enough damage to clear out this group along with the patrol. Kick that. Make him move. Getting my ass kicked. I'm gonna use Incarnation here, actually. Ooh, I'm gonna get knocked up. No. That's not good. Not too bad, though. Okay. Looking for Sanguine. I always forget about Sanguine after killing a boss, because then on the boss I don't have to give a shit about Sanguine, right? But here I have to. Okay, we're chaining into this, I guess. Oarsman does not get knocked back, so I don't have to worry about... Can't do much about him. I'll knock back this thing, though. Kick him, make him move, make him move. There we go. Okay, he didn't stand in Sanguine for too long. Bark Skin and Frenzied Regen. Okay, I can soothe the dogs when they get angry. There we go, one dog got angry. We can soothe one dog to reduce that damage. Now we kite, and we go next group. Okay, I don't have anything to use here, so I'll use my frickin' heal. What's it called? I keep forgetting the frickin' name of it. Nature's Vigil. Nothing's quite low yet, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Kick that. That's very important to kick. Once it gets low, we're going to knock back, like right now. There we go. Because I don't know who's going to cast what when. Barkskin, please. Oh no, the Enforcer. Okay, move. Okay, there we go. That alone was 4 million healing from Sanguine. That's pretty brutal, man. Okay, and we have some cooldowns available. But it doesn't really matter because we don't have Bloodlust, so we can't overlap that. We're just going to go to town. Okay, we've got 11 minutes left. We're blasting through this dungeon, easy mode. Okay. Move out of the way of that. Now this boss is pretty boring for a tank. There's not much you need to do other than avoid the thingy thing, but you can coordinate, whatchamacallit, coordinate some cooldowns with the healer, like the Nature's Vigil should be used when he does the AoE daggers. Use my Incarnation, start knocking things up. Gonna use my thingy thing on him so he gets yoinked back. He's gonna get stunned. That should be enough for him to blow up. 3 seconds until we need to move. And there we go. Yeah, he's gone. I can't root him because if I start casting Entangling Roots, I'm gonna go out of bear form, and that's not gonna be good. Okay, very nice. Okay, we're looking over here. 1 knockback. 2 knockbacks and a slow. That should be enough. Yep, there we go. And then for the next one, I should have Ursol's Vortex again. We don't have a hunter this time. Other times I did this, I always had a hunter, because hunters want to get the frickin' trinket from here, best in slot. Okay, everyone's dropping these. We're gonna move in this direction. Should all move together. Yeah, he's stuck on the thing. All hands on deck. I don't have Ursol's Vortex. There we go. We got it just in time. Oopsie daisy, I got hit by that. Okay. Everyone got hit by that. We're going to use by the Whirling Dagger, so we're going to use our Nature's Vigil. We're going to run in this direction. There we go. That was much better than the first time around. We're just going to root this guy. Going to slow him with the knockback. That should hold him in place long enough for people to avoid him. There we go. Got decked in the back by the boss for doing that, but I don't think it matters. Like, my health bar is not hard to keep up on this fight. Mostly the group damage that the healer has to worry about. These guys are gonna have to run around. He's bubbling, so he doesn't give a fuck. Oof. Alkay's almost got blown up by the suicide bomber. Okay, very cool. Oh, we still need percent? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I guess I didn't. We need 83%, I guess, on the thingy thing then. Let's just kill the Mastiff. Dispel the Mastiff. Everybody focus the Mastiff. They get the idea. There we go. There's my keystone hero, Freehold. This was a stomp of the dungeon, dude. This guy did 194k overall. The other guy did 171k overall. This was such a stomp of the dungeon. Okay, that was a very quick run. We're going to do another one. Oh, hold on. Before I go out, I need to re-roll. I don't want to do Oldemon. We got an Eltherus. I already did an Eltherus in the previous episode. Gosh darn it. Well, we're going to join somebody else's group again. Alright, we got our incarnation off at the pull, or at the start. We asked the group to use Bloodlust on first pull, second boss, and last boss, just to get as many Bloodlusts through as we can. This is a 20. We have the same comp as last time, different people obviously. Need to get a nice little pull going. Okay, there's the Bone Crushers. Looking at all these casts, I'm going to interrupt them with my thingy thing. Remove that Rage Storm. Gotta move because of Sanguine. We got interrupts. Good, good, good. Lots of Sanguine healing went through there. That's completely my bad because I was distracted for a little bit. Fighting to make sure things don't stand in Sanguine. Interrupt that fear. Okay, all of these guys are melee, but I do want them to get finished off before I go into the next group. I told the group that we will do slightly smaller pulls. I can't do much about that group. There's a caster. I'm waiting for him to cast before I use anything. Okay, well ideally we would interrupt this guy and then I'll use a cooldown here. Okay, we have to move them again because I want this totem dead. Okay, we got interrupts on things. Totem is dead. Get that Rage Storm. I didn't manage to get that Rage Storm. Kick that. Got lay on hands there, which is good. Into incapacitating roar. Caster stood in some Sanguine, couldn't do much about it. People needed to kick that, but I guess we only have 5 kicks. That was too hard to do. Okay, mobs are moving away. And to interrupt that Rage Storm to keep the Scourge moving. Just want to finish off these mobs. And then we can go. Paladin is grabbing. the first cage, we're going to use some self-healing here. We're going to use Incarnation so we can keep using self-healing without a cooldown, and also get more Iron Fur because we don't have a healer at us right now because he went to grab the cage. So we got to be extra careful here. Interrupt that spinny spin because we can remove it with Soothe. Looking at health bars now to make sure nothing leaves a Sanguine pool when we don't want it. Or I'm just not speaking correctly because I'm trying to play the game and explain what I'm doing at the same time. But the reason I wanted to backpedal is so that we don't keep things in Sanguine. Okay, very nice. Another cage. Do we have cooldowns? We have some cooldowns. We're going to do a big pull here. This is going to be very juicy. Lots of casters here. I'm going to use Nature's Vigil to help with healing here. We have an Earth Elemental Totem, I think. Either that or somebody's doing hella damage. Yeah, there's an Earth Elemental Totem. It is dead. I'm going to use Survival Instincts here. Rage Storm is going to get removed because I don't want that to be stuck. Okay, we barely got a kick off on that. We got to start backpedaling. Incapacitating Roar because I saw some of those focuses go out. Backpedaling to get things out of thing. Okay, the Shaman's on top of these interrupts. I love to see it. I failed my Soothe on the guy. I used it too soon. So he's going to be stuck in Sanguine for a bit longer than I'd like. Okay, going to remove that Rage Storm, keep him moving. It doesn't stand in Sanguine. Okay, people are starting to kick now. Very good. Okay, that was a big pull. Probably a bit of an over pull, to be completely honest with you, but not a huge deal. Now we'll have a smaller pull here. We don't have any cooldowns. We luckily don't need them for this little pull. The little baby pull. Tiny, teeny, tiny pull. Kick that Earth Vault. Nice knock up. Barkskin here. Very good. Incapacitating Roar because there's a cast going off. Start backpedaling bit by bit. Very nice. That was a good blast wave. We're just going to wait for these guys to turn around. I'll go grab this really quick. The Shaman was going to grab it, but I grabbed it before he could. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm commentating this run. Like, I feel like I'm stuttering quite a bit, but so far so good. Like, we only have one death. It was, I don't know who that was. Probably on the first pull, because usually that's when somebody goes down. Okay, we're going to focus the... ideally, we would focus the guy that's casting. Because of the cast doing quite a bit of damage. Now this person, whoever's being targeted, needs to use a personal defensive cooldown. Ice block, perfect. That's exactly what we needed there. That's beautiful. I'm gonna kick that Earth Bolt, make the Trick Totem guy move. Or gal, I don't know. I think it might be a gal, I'm not sure. I think all of these are female gnolls, right? Because they're like hyenas, and hyenas usually have dominant females. Okay. But that's fun little trivia. X-Trick Totem going down. I'm going to try and move on top of it. I need to get cleansed after that totem goes down. Okay, totem is down. I'm just blocking here. I'm going to use Survival Instincts because that charge is going to hurt. There we go. I'm going to use my heal here for the group. Going to kick the Earth Bolt Totem. Or the Earth Bolt Totem? What am I even saying? The Earth Bolt. I don't care much about kicking the... okay, another defensive needs to go out, or a lot of healing. That looked like a lay on hands. Okay, it's targeting me, so I'm just going to try and move away as best I can. But it's hard. With the rest of the mobs hitting me anyway. Just trying to avoid... Okay, Trick Totem is down. Should be a lot easier now without having to focus all those kicks. I'm probably stuttering all over myself here, but we're doing fine, actually. I'm just a little bit lost in the sauce. Here's the thing. I need to get cleansed. There we go. We're going to stand right in front of this. I don't really have a defensive to use here. Just going to Frenzied Regen. There we go. That was enough. The Frenzied Regen before it hits me, so that as soon as I get hit, I heal, basically. So it's like my health bar doesn't even move. Instead of mitigation, we just recover very quickly. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna go right. We're gonna pull a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna try and grab that rot slinger that's marked up there. I don't want to pull more than one rot slinger at a time. Okay, incarnation here. Luckily, okay, we managed to grab that. Okay. More iron fur. Oh, I accidentally grabbed all of those as well. This is gonna be a big pull. Do we have cooldowns? We're using them. There's a totem. Big tree got taunted. This is way bigger than I expected, but we're gonna knock everything back to remove as many enemies as we can out of the Sanguine. A totem is stuck in Sanguine. That's pretty bad. We're gonna use Nature's Vigil here. A totem having Sanguine on it. I didn't know totems would get healed by Sanguine, so that's a discovery, to say it lightly. Oof, we really didn't need that knock up right there. Lots of Sanguine healing here. 7 million. That's a lot. Barkskin here. Keep them moving. Yeah, I overpulled here. I thought I could get away with just pulling one. This totem needs to die. Somebody needs to just hit that totem like 2 times. Rot Slinger's gone, so the totems go away. Somebody interrupted the fucking tree instead of moving away. The reason you don't interrupt the tree on Sanguine is because when you interrupt the tree, the breath thing, it stands still for a very long time. We're going to knock back this Decayed Elder once he gets low. Like that. Please finish him off. There we go. Perfect. So the Wilted Oak doesn't get healed a whole bunch. 12.8 million Sanguine healing in that pull. That was disastrous. I did really poorly there. That's completely on me. I greeted for the pull. I went and I pulled the Rot Slinger up there. I did not need to pull that. Like, I could have just segmented the pull into a couple of things instead of doing all that at once. Barkskin Rage of the Sleeper here. We're looking at this guy waiting for the totem. Gonna try and keep things near the totem, but not on top of the totem. Oh, the totem landed here. I guess there was one of the decaying slime or whatever that was landing. You want the totem to die first. There we go. And there's one of the trees. Grab aggro on it. And use incarnation again. You're slowly kiting backwards because of Sanguine. Keep going because of Sanguine. Interrupt that. There's nothing underneath them, so all is well. What the heck? Is that an Earth Elemental totem, or did somebody just blast the bejesus out of it with something? Okay. It's an Earth Elemental totem for sure. I'm trying to grab aggro because I want to keep kiting them. The Earth Elemental totem is going to cause some issues if things are attacking it, and they're going to stand in Sanguine. That totem back there is a source of frustration, but I can't do anything about it, because if I move things over to the totem, things are going to stand in Sanguine. That's no bueno. Come on, Rotslinger, move. Thank you. I'm going to stand over here so this guy paths in a way that doesn't go through Sanguine. There we go. Almost done. Killing the Rotslinger removes the totem as well, so we opted to go down that route because of Sanguine. Okay, we're going to use Rage of the Sleeper here. Some Iron Fur. I don't use Iron Fur enough before you even comment, because I know somebody who knows how to play Guardian Druid is probably watching this and like, where the hell is your Iron Fur? I don't use it enough, and it's an issue. The issue is that I can get away with doing it. Really. Like, I should not be able to get away with not using my main defensive thing and just spamming raise. But if I start focusing on that, then I lose focus of everything else. So that's one of the reasons why before I refused to play the raise build. Now I play the raise build because it's just so much better. It's not even funny. Oh no, oh no, no. I wasn't paying attention to the health bars. That was a lot of healing from Sanguine. It's only 500k actually. That's not as much as I thought it was. I mean, 500k is not nothing, but compared to, what was it, 12 million on that one pull, that's pretty much nothing. Okay, we're gonna go towards the boss. We have Bloodlust available here. We're gonna pop all our cooldowns. Get to mashing. Not much to do here. I can tank all of these. Maybe the Paladin opts to go in one of the times, but we're blasting the DPS, so I don't think we really need that. I'm gonna move the boss over to these guys. Hopefully the Wine Whip doesn't come out. Okay, it's Grasping Roots this time. Okay, I can take Grasping Roots. I don't mind Grasping Roots. Just gonna use Bark Skin. That should be more than enough for the first one. For the second one, I'll use Survival Instincts. Okay, just gonna stand on top of these, gonna Incapacitating Roar, charge back to the boss, keep everything alright on top of each other. Move him a bit like to the side because I want people to not have to stand in this. I'm trying to keep the front of the boss away from this shaman. He doesn't really care about standing behind the boss. Okay, spray. Okay.
Defensive.
Plenty of CC. Okie dokie. Grasping Roots. I can take the second one as well. Just gonna need to use Survival Instincts. I can take. There we go. And Survival Instincts. And my health is basically not even moving. What the heck, man? Oh, now it's moving. Now it's moving. Survival Instincts ended. Okay, I'm gonna have to move him a bit. Quite a bit here. Incapacitating Roar to get all of those. I have to keep moving him. Wine Whip is coming in soon. I gotta make sure I don't kill someone with that. There we go. Very nice. That guy in the back needs to get finished off. Nice, the mage interrupted him. Good on you, mage. Okay, we go this way. We don't have a priest. We can't mind soothe this, so we're just gonna have to kill him. I'm gonna stand over here. 69%. I'm not sure if I should be killing the other two little guys with him or not. Probably. Just to be sure. I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna grab them. Give people movement speed, get them across the bridge. Stink breath. Hopefully it doesn't, somebody doesn't turn around at a bunch of people. Okay, we got these guys. As long as they don't die on stink breath, I really don't give a shit. I'm gonna focus down stink breath really quick. Honestly, stink breath died faster than I expected him to, so this is maybe a bit of a waste of time killing these two little guys, but it's okay. They'll die quickly as well. If stink breath can die quick, these guys can die quick. I always get confused by these health bars from underneath whenever I'm doing this. Just going to... Yeah, I charge that guy so he doesn't run into the next group of mobs. Okay. Moving on, we're going to skip everything here by going along the right-hand side. I'd love to pull this because we have Bop up. If we have Bop, we can pull this easy mode. Yes, okay. For scented meat, because you just bop whoever gets scented meat on them. Like that. I need these doggos to die away from the guy that's shooting. Yeah, if you bop someone who gets scented meat, the dogs just straight up reset, so it's like easy mode. You don't have to worry about the dogs. Okay, ooh, that was a bit tough. We didn't use the bop there, but it worked out anyway, because we just CC'd the crap out of the hyenas, and that worked out. Snaring trap, dropping over there. It's probably a bad position for it, but it worked out. Gut shot came through. I didn't have a defensive up for it, so that's a mistake. I should really worry more about the tank buster. Oh, fuck, okay. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Sorry. Yeah, that was a mistake. The fucking bear died underneath the boss, and the boss just did a bunch of casts. And that healed him to full. That was like 10% health wasted. Poor mage just got bit by these guys. Because I didn't grab aggro off of them. I'm making too many mistakes. Gut shot coming in. I'm going to use a frenzied regen. I had a Rage of the Sleeper gut rolling, so I did have a defensive up at least. I don't know what those are. Oh, it's the hyenas jumping. Okay. I'm gonna rest this. There we go. What is going on here? We're kind of struggling. We really shouldn't be struggling. Okay, there's another trap. I'm gonna get knocked into a trap if I don't move. Yeah, I'm positioning poorly. Scented meat, but there's no hyenas. We're gonna drop an Ursol's Vortex on the hyenas back there. And use my thingy thing. Incarnation. Yeah, I'm having a hard time this run. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna leave the full live commentary going. Even though I'm not doing great. Oh no. I let the dogs enrage. Did we not interrupt the thing? New hyenas coming from over there. I'm gonna moonfire them at least to start getting aggro on them. And then my moonfire does basically nothing. Kick that. Gonna drop this back here in case they come, new ones come from the bridge again, but the boss is dead. Okay, that was rough. We're gonna wait for mana here. Mana. Just gonna. Okay, well, I mean, the paladin's running first. I guess he's running first so he can sit down and be nearby for mana. That makes sense. I'm gonna incapacitating roar this. I'm gonna kick this. And we're gonna keep moving. And grab that war scourge. And this is now a decent pull. Okay, we got an interrupt on him. The paladin interrupted. Mana here. After. Instead of typing, I should have been moving the War Scourge. I did remove the spinny spin, the Beyblade move. The Rage Storm, that's what it's called. So that he keeps moving, because when he's Rage Storming, he moves very slowly. But I shouldn't have been typing, I should have been moving. Yeah, I'm messing up a lot. We've healed 2 million on the War Scourge and the other little mobs. I guess it was mostly the little mobs. But still, that's a lot of healing. That really didn't... Like, that's a lot of damage that went to waste. Basically. I'm just waiting for mana. I'm not going. Okay, he doesn't give a shit about mana, so I'm not gonna give a shit about mana. Heck it. Hopefully we don't body pull. You didn't? Wonderful. Okay. 14 minutes left. We're on the last boss. Yeah, this is easy, dude. This is easy. Just trying to get that guy to pay attention to me. Incarnation here. Interrupt the Rage Storm. I'm just gonna knock this guy back. I want him to die in the back over there. There we go. Got an interrupt on that. It wasn't me, but it was someone. That's all that matters. Not much else to interrupt here. Somehow we're not cleansing these diseases. That's a little bit concerning. Trying to move the War Scourge. There we go. Very nice. We might have to go back because I don't know. My routing on Brackenhide kind of sucks, and now I feel bad about it. But I need to figure out a consistent route so I know what I have to and don't have to pull. I think I skipped 2 birds on the bridge leading up to the hyena pet boss. They're all hyena bosses, Vlad. Yes, but the one that has hyena pets. Just gonna move this guy so nothing dies with Sanguine underneath. We have cooldowns rolling. Okay, we have cooldowns ready, so we just... Yeah. 25, so we're just gonna... That's a good point by this guy. We don't have Bloodlust up, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear some trash until Bloodlust is up. Okay, looking at health bars, we're gonna remove that Rage Storm to keep the guy moving. Very nice, very nice. Interrupt that. These slasher. Ah shit, I knocked him into fucking Sanguine, dumbass! That was such a stupid knockback. Like, the idea wasn't stupid, but the execution was. I knocked him back into Sanguine, ended up causing more troubles than preventing. Oh well. Shit route, sorry. Yeah, we have 6%, 4% missing. It's pretty freaking bad. Alright, well, we have cooldowns and bloodlust and everything available for the boss. We're gonna kick ass. It's not like we're gonna not time the dungeon. We have 12 minutes left, but I could have done much better. Maybe we could have 3-starred it. That would have been really cool to have a 3-star. Oh yeah, we are running basically the meta comp, but instead of one of the two. Ideally, we would have a priest, not a mage, and instead of the mage, we'd have this shaman that we have, which is enhancement. So that's like the new meta comp. I think I ran that as well in the Freehold that I did right before this. Gotta keep him moving so that he tosses the, or she, sorry, I don't know. So that the boss tosses, oh, somebody was angry at that thing. Did you see that thing get chunked down? That's crazy. We're gonna use our group heal here. Oh, and we had a proc of after the wildfire as well. Basically, our health bars will not move. Just gonna go this way. Lead the boss to the other side of the room where they are going to drop the totem over there. Just like predicted.
Attack totem.
Hard switch to totem. There we go. We have more than enough totem damage, it looks like. And we have more than enough boss. Then we have more than enough damage in general. We'll just kick an ass. I'm not joining these meta groups intentionally, by the way. It just kind of happens.
Attack totem.
Like, the last 2 groups that I joined were not of my own making. Like, I just joined a random group. Did I get lay on hands there? Was I really getting that low, or was that accidental or something? I don't really know.
Defensive.
Well, I'm a little confused here. Why did I get lay on hands? I'm assuming it was lay on hands. I don't know what else it could be. Did I really get that low and not notice? Damn. Whatever the reason may be. That was weird. Waiting for the next totem. Oh, I need to move a lot more than that for the next totem. Yeah, that works. Incarnation in this thing. Absolutely mash the bejesus out of this totem. We have a earth elemental totem going down, or an earth elemental I should say. There's the choking breath. Move the boss to the other side of the room basically. Somewhere around here should be enough. Oh, it's dead. Okay, cool. And now we go back and try to pull a bunch of shit. And give people more than that. We're gonna need more than that. We're gonna go down this way. Give people movement speed. I can switch to mount form. Gonna need these guys and this group. Very nice. The ranged interrupted that. That's beautiful. I can use AoE CC to remove that. Very nice. I'm not 100. I thought I used my soothe there incorrectly, but I didn't. I'm not 100% sure this is going to be enough. Gonna kick that. They're kicking everything, man. I can't kick anything. This group's not letting me kick things. This is nowhere near enough. Yeah, we're gonna need more. Dude, this route kind of sucks. I really fucked up. Oh, did a War Scourge really just give me that much? Yeah, sorry about the route. Dragonflight Season 2 Hero. Oh, I hit 2.5k rating. Very nice. So in today's video, we did a Freehold 20, which we timed, and we did a Brackenhide 20, which we timed. Both of them were stomps. Both of them had basically the meta comp, almost the meta comp, and I hated it. I mean, it was nice. It felt good. The runs were pretty smooth. There weren't any issues, unlike the Neltharist that I did in the previous episode. That was a shit show. But what I didn't like was the fact that I just wasn't prepared to run those dungeons, and it showed. What I mean by that is I wasn't prepared to run them with Sanguine. Let me show you here. So for the Freehold, there was 23 million damage that had to be done extra because I didn't move mobs out of Sanguine properly. That's massive. In Brackenhide, there was 39 million damage that had to be done because I didn't move mobs out of Sanguine properly. What I think I'm going to do to address that is I'm going to I still need to run 2 more dungeons on Tyrannical or this week to get them to 20, which is Neltharian's Lair and Halls of Infusion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run them at 17, and then when I have the 17 clear, that'll basically be the warm-up so that I can get familiar with how to handle Sanguine in those dungeons, and then I'll run them on 20 as well, just to make sure that the 20 is much, much smoother. Because what I did on Neltharis and what I did on Uldaman and what I did in, whatchamacallit, in Freehold and Brackenhide and all of those dungeons, that weren't VP, which I've run 100 times. Basically, in all of those dungeons, I went in pretty much blind as to how to handle Sanguine in them, because I haven't tanked on Sanguine on my main account, so it was a new experience for me, and you got to watch me learn how to handle Sanguine in these dungeons. Since we did these clears today, I actually got my 2.5k rating reward, which is the Obsidian Spectral Earthstone, which basically it adds a bit of a glow or something to your class set from Aberrus. I'm gonna learn that. Ooh, shit, this is a cool. Oh, damn! I'm ruining the fucking tower here. That's horrible. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.